Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hope your day is going well and your weekend is going well. I had a suggestion to try and build decks with the packs when I open them. I bought a fat pack, so I've got 6 boosters of Fate Reforged. So let's kind of open them up, and I'll show you my process for how I like to build a sealed draft deck. Obviously, I can't do sealed without somebody else to help take extra cards. Let's get started. Set that there. Let's see. First, I separated them into piles of mana. See what we can play. There's no particular reason why I have them separated out like this. Keep track of our dual mana cards. Let's see. Got an interesting rare, Wild Call. Can help. It's a neat little card. Reach of Shadows. Keep track of our multicolored cards. Whisper of the Wilds, good. Collateral Damage. We've got some good cards in here. I think we'll be able to... Ooh, we got a Mob Rule. Blossoming Sands. Mob Rule, that's an interesting card. It could make the difference, actually, in limited. Channel Harm, kind of sometimes useful. Let's save the Ugin ones for last, just for good luck. See, once I've got these piles sorted out, then I start separating them into casting cost, because the lower casting cost cards are easier to get out, so it just makes sense to keep them where you can get to them. Silumgar, interesting. 2 Swiftwater Cliffs that might push us to play blue-red. Interesting. The Drifting Death. I think that's our first one we've gotten. Alright, let's keep going. Lotus Path. Okay. Getting a lot of really good black-blue creatures to start off with. 2 Harsh Sustenance, though. We could go black, blue, white. Esper colors. Goblin Boomkeg. Where do we put... Yeah, Huge Stone Retainer. Set that, keep that there. Smoldering Efreet. Red got some good ones. Karsi High Priest. Whoa. Manifest the top card of your library. Interesting. First time I've seen that card. Got a Hungering Yeti in foil. That's nice. Brutal Horde Chief. Whenever a creature control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain life. Wow! Creatures your opponent control block this turn available, and you choose how those creatures block. Holy Crowbats, that's awesome. Gosh. Thornwood Falls. Battle Cruciak. We got some powerhouse cards in this spot, in these boosters. Dramatic Angler, Refocus, Soul Summons, Will of the Naga. Yeah, we're getting some good cards. I'm getting confused. There we go. Verdon Weaponsmith, Misfire Death. Master of the Unseen, excellent card. If it's a creature that you actually put on there, you actually get to, you can practically, it's like you're drawing the card at the cost of, it's a 2/2 until you can actually flip it face up. Wow. This is actually going to be a tough decision because we've got we might actually be able to put 2 decks together with all of these cards. Let's see. There. Typhoid Rats, it's good. Grim Contest, that's good. Map the Waste, 2 Collateral Damage, if I'm remembering correctly. To those. Frostwalker is good. Dragon Rage, interesting. Frontier Siege, yeah. Jungle Hollow. We got some really good cards in here. Oh, hey. Neat. It's not a 2-faced card, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so now that we've got all of these pulled out and we've kind of got a good idea of what each card will do, we start sorting them by casting cost. And I can't say this enough. If you sort your cards by your casting cost and go by the lower casting cost cards, those are the ones you're going to be able to get out more easily. And it always makes a difference. The early game is very key. So let's go separate into 4s. Green got so many high cost cards. It's kind of silly. Yeah, we'll count that as a 2 cost. So many 4s, gosh. Bolster 3, it's just not much of a difference. I think green might be out of this deck. We might not get enough started to make a green deck out of these. We can count this as our red card. So let's go ahead and do red. 5, 3, 2, 1, 2. Smoldering Efreet's good. 5, 6 mana over here. Let's go ahead and set these off decide we're not going to be able to use them. There's 4 cost. Yeah, another one for 6. There's the other collateral damage. Defiant Ogre. Another Hungering Yeti. Another Battle Rage. Yep, 3 Battle Rage. Interesting. And 3 Rune Marks. Also interesting. The Rune Marks aren't so bad, but we need to get something out first so we can put those on them. 2 Hungering Yetis. Makes you want to play green and blue, but we might not get that choice. On the other hand, the Battle Rage... We can't use it with the Frostwalker. Alright, let's set these aside. We've got 2 collateral damage, though. I can't ignore those. They're just really good. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what... I think we got blue of all of it. We got mostly blue cards. 2 cost, 4 cost, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, we've got quite a few really, really good blue cards. You have to bear with me on some of this, but the Sultai Skullkeepers are actually a really good card in Limited. Even if you put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, it's as if you never were going to draw them anyway. And if you get any kind of delve cards, this is definitely worth it. Everything about it is, if you put 2 cards into your graveyard, never rely on those 2 cards. You might not have ever seen them at all. I got those 2, Jeskai Sage, Renowned Weaponsmith, and Frostwalker. We have 5 cards in blue that we can play on our second turn if we get the mana. And if I'm not mistaken, over here we had Thornwood Falls and Swiftwater Cliffs. So we could still try and build a teamer deck, mostly with blue. Obviously we have 4 blue sources here. That's where I'm kind of leaning towards. Besides them, we have 2 kind of removal cards. We have, 3 removal cards. 2 right into being, which is good card filtering, and we get a creature out of it. That's awesome. 2 Rune Marks, which we might be able to use, giving flying a +2/+2. And a River Prowler. And if we control a green permanent, we can pull it right back out of our graveyard. So that's really, really good. We're looking at teamers so far. And I know I just kind of discounted green, but gosh, I can't argue with this. Misfire Adept, as you've seen before, I really like this card. Lotus Path Djinn, excellent flying creature. Enhanced awareness, not very useful, but could be interesting. Will of the Naga, tap 2 card creatures. They don't untap in their controller's next untap step. That's actually not too bad, and it's a delve instant. 6 mana to lock down 2 creatures isn't that bad. You do it on their turn as they go to combat before they choose their attackers, and then you just slow them down. But let's check out what else we've got here. Black has Typhoid Rats. Tastic is Cruelty. That's 2 cost. Gosh, these are some expensive cards. We do have the Horde Chief to consider. High Priest. It's the first time you're seeing that High Priest. Sultai Emissary. Reach of Shadows. Fearsome Awakening. Cruelty again. Sipsic Host. Sultai Emissary. We got 2 Sultai Emissaries. And 2... Gosh, black-blue would do very well for a deck as well. But we wouldn't have the mana to really activate the Brutal Horde Chief in those colors, although it's still really good. That extra pump. Gosh. Got plenty of choices. Each player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. That's interesting. Let's see. Making your opponent discard 2 cards isn't as useful. Fearsome Awakening. That can work when we're already milling cards. I mean, if this gets milled, then whatever, but it could still work. Let's see. Ancestral Vengeance. Douse in Gloom. Douse in Gloom is a nice removal card. Reach of Shadows. Destroy target creature that's 1 or more colors. Maybe. I don't know. But we're getting some cards that really work well. White. I think I remember seeing a few good ones here. That, 4, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3. Alright, we've got 2 removal, Sandblasts. We've got 2 creatures. We've got Soul Summons and Arishin Cleric. This costs 4 to manifest the top card, but you might... See, this works well with that blue one. So, I mean, you can actually manifest one card and put another creature on top to manifest with Mastery of the Unseen. So that's pretty good. Pressure Point kind of works with our tap strategy. Esper Color could work very well. Sandblast is an excellent way to get rid of creatures. Sandstep Outcast, more creatures. These two Sky Captains, because they can bolster 2, they become pretty powerful. And then, let's see, Channel Harm, that can give us 1 extra turn. Elite Scale Guard kind of works. Enters the battlefield and bolster 2. So yeah, we've got some good choices. We could play white. Mostly this is mid-range. We don't have enough early stuff to really make it worthwhile. But yeah, we've got our deck kind of planned out. So anyway, this is the method I use whenever I build a deck for Sealed. Just try and put together what works. We didn't get enough card search to say, oh yeah, we'll definitely play 4 colors. I'd like to keep it as few colors as possible. So if it were a tournament, I'd actually play blue-black. Maybe blue, black, and white, or blue, black, and red. But really, we're going to do better if we just go with blue, black, I think. At least that's my opinion. But yeah, that's how I do it. Let me know in the comments if I've made any mistakes, or if you had a favorite card that was among these. Just kind of speak up and say, hey, yeah, that was really cool. I like playing that card. Yeah. See, if we went blue-black, we could play Asylum Car. Yeah, lots of choices. I'll see if I can put together a couple of decks out of these and just try them out. Hope this was entertaining. Got some interesting pulls. Obviously, I did this a little differently to try it out, but maybe it inspired you a little bit, and maybe you have a similar method for making your Sealed deck. All right. Hope your day's going great. Take care, everybody.